How many languages do you speak?
I think that we both speak two languages.
English and Spanish.
Okay, so you are from Spain.
Yes.
Okay, do you understand Portuguese somehow?
A little bit.
Un poco, un poquinho, or like
Un poquito.
un poquito in Spanish. Yeah. So I have another question. If you have a chance to know one more language, what language would it be?
In my case, I would like to learn Italian. I like Italian. I like the culture and the language. I think it's.
Me too. Me too. Exactly like her. So.
So Italian.
Yes.
Have you ever
Italian.
been to Italy?
No.
I've been in Rome some years ago, but yes, it was beautiful.
Okay, awesome. Then one more question. If you go traveling, like abroad, is it important to know foreign language, like the language of that country where you're going? What do you think?
Depending on the country,
Yes.
maybe. For example, Japanese for me is more difficult than other languages like
Yes.
Italian or Spanish even.
Yes, yes, yes.
So there is no chance to learn Japanese like before you go to Japan, right?
It would be okay if you learn a little bit of Japanese too, if you go to
Yes,
Japan.
well, basic, some
The basic things, the
yes, basic words or
Fluently, I think fluently, English and Portuguese my native language.
Okay, so you're from Portugal.
Yeah, I'm from not Lisbon but Coimbra. It's a little bit north.
North, okay.
I understand some things and I can speak a little bit of French. Je parle seulement un petit peu. C'est plus facile pour comprendre si je lis.
What does that mean in English?
I said it's easier for me to understand if I read it than if I'm speaking with someone.
Is it because French, like grammar and French word, like kind of like similar a bit to Portuguese,
I
or
think
not?
it's people say that the Portuguese grammar is hard, but I think the French one is really hard. I think it's harder than the Portuguese one. The times of the verbs and things like that. But I don't know what. I also had 1 year of French in school. That helps also. Vanessa speaks a little bit, not Spanish, because she had also Spanish at school. I didn't have Spanish, so I don't
But
speak.
you as a Portuguese, so you can understand Spanish,
Yeah, but
right?
Spanish, yeah, because I'm Portuguese. But she can actually speak a little bit more than me. I can understand almost everything, but if you speak too fast, I don't understand.
For me, I also like learned French, but my French is like je ne parle pas français. That is my French. Okay, so I have another question for you. If you have a chance to know one more language, what language would it be?
Japanese. Yeah,
Why?
I started learning with Duolingo some little bits, but I gave up a time ago.
But why Japanese?
Because I love the culture. It's my dream destination to go spend like 3 or 4 weeks or 1 month.
So
when
you
I
have
can.
never been to Japan yet?
No, I've never been yet.
I think we speak two languages fluently, but I think I learned English, German. German is our mother language. Italian, French, I know Latin, and I know some Slovenian. But
Okay.
it's just I'm not fluent in any language
Yeah.
except English and
Only
German.
English for real,
Yeah.
but a bit French and a bit Italian.
Where are you from in Germany?
Between
Stuttgart.
Stuttgart and Munich.
Okay,
Yes.
cool. So then I have a question. If you have a chance to know one more language, like what language would it be?
Maybe Spanish.
Yes, Spanish.
Why?
Because like we know Italian and stuff, so we have like a connection between the language. So it's not that hard to learn, we think, but it's like similar in like the words and everything. And I think Spanish is not only in Europe, like Spain, but also in South America. You have a lot of countries speaking Spanish, so it's maybe you need it more in life, or you can like travel to different countries to speak Spanish. It's not like one country in the world.
Do you think it is important to learn other languages?
I think
Yeah.
it's important to communicate to other people.
And
So,
yeah, I would also say it's good to know like more than one language.
yeah.
I think it's good to learn as many languages as you could in your life, but it's also like hard. Even if you like know a language and you don't practice, after a few years
Yeah.
you don't know that much anymore. So
So what do you think? What is the best way to learn language?
I feel like watching videos in that language, I would say, or practicing to speak.
Yeah.
and maybe not stopping practicing the language, because in Italian or French, like we can't really speak it
We
anymore.
were fluent. Like we could like have a conversation in this language, but we like didn't practice for years. So now we understand it, and sometimes we like read sentences and we know everything, but it's not like we practice in it. So we don't really know stuff anymore. So I think we really should like, if you know things, you shouldn't stop practice.
Just practice, practice,
Yeah,
and more
or
practice.
just maybe like watch things in the language so you don't forget it.
Okay, cool. Thank you so much. Have a nice day.
Have a nice day.
Yeah.